Right, so this is Waite, lecturer at Staffs Uni. I'm here with Lucas Trigg, who is a graduate from 2013, wasn't it?
Yep, 2013.
Yeah. So Lucas has got a new job since graduating. So who's your new job with?
My new job is with Clearcut Sound Studios, which is in Soho in London. It's a post-production house, so they do mostly short-form pieces, which is generally adverts for TV. They've done adverts for the BBC, and they did the Meerkat adverts, comparethemarket.com, which is very interesting. They do a lot of ADR work and a bit of Foley, which should be very interesting. I'm very excited.
Cool. Excellent. And what will you be doing, like when you start in January, isn't it?
In January, yeah. Very soon. So my role is called studio assistant. So basically, to begin with, what I'm going to be doing, it's a kind of foot in the door job. So what I'm going to be doing is I'll be making sure the clients are happy, making sure that the people, the staff, are happy. You know, tea, coffee, food, answering phones, stuff like that. But the idea is, like I said, it's a foot in the door job. So the idea is to progress. So while I'm there, I'm going to be finding out how their systems work, how I can use their systems in a professional way so that I can progress as quickly as I can. Because ideally what I want to be doing is sound editing, and sound mixing and recording. And then see where I go from there.
Great.
Yeah.
Excellent. And how did the course help you prepare for a career in sound design?
So I did a creative music technology course. So that involved a lot of learning the technology within music. And from doing that, I decided that I really enjoyed the sound design side of it, because you can be really creative with it and you can really change the way that someone sees something in regards to video. So I did a lot of my final project was a short film, which I completely revamped the sound for. I didn't do music, but I did the sound design because that's what I enjoyed the most. So on the course, I did a number of sound design modules, which resulted in me, which is why I decided that I really liked it. And so I learned about how to do all the sound design, and I learned, the lecturers were particularly good in pushing me to be creative and teaching me how to do things so that I would enjoy my way of doing it, teaching me how to kind of progress in my own style, which was great, which also fueled my kind of passion for the subject. So I finished that course and I got an award for my final year project, second place at Graduate Exhibition at Staffordshire University. And I finished that, and I decided I wanted a bit of a break for a bit. And then after a while I decided I want to get back into it, so I studied a master's course and specialised in post-production with sound design. So that was my passion for the sound design side and film, and it was just more specialised, more focused on where I wanted to go. So I did that. And then I was applying for a bunch of jobs and finally managed to get a job in Soho, which is where all of the work is in terms of post-production in England. There's pockets around England, but the majority of it is in Soho, in London. So it helped me prepare for and nurture my passion. Yeah.
So talking of nurturing passion, and if you could go back and advise your former self while you're at university, or give advice to any of these guys who are currently in the lab with some guys working on their sound design projects, what advice would you give to yourself or give to these students or prospective students?
So I tried to do as much as I could while I was. I think I did more in my final year at Staffs with regards to kind of extracurricular, anything that was outside of the lessons. But my main advice would be to try and do as much outside of uni as you can. When I say outside of uni, I don't necessarily mean not within the uni walls. I mean outside of your course. So you could work with people who do the animation courses. If you're looking to do kind of sound design and post-production, people that do the animation courses, because they will want people to do the sound. And that's a really good one, actually, because you get to put your mark on something that has no sound whatsoever. You can work with people that are in the film courses, because that will give you great experience for location recording. It will give you experience for your post-production recording as well, and ADR, Foley, everything to do with that, which would be really, really good experience, because what people are generally looking for is experience. It's the old, how do I get experience when people won't give me any experience because I haven't already got experience. So get yourself some experience whilst you're at uni, whilst there's people around that are willing to give you the experience. If you're willing to do it for free, then and you're passionate enough about it, then people will give it to you. And even in areas that you might not think are particularly relevant. So I did, for example, there's a society called Staffs TV, and they run a live streaming TV show every week. So I was a sound engineer on that. So that gave me the experience of speaking to clients that were working on the show. So I would mic them up. We'd have bands in, so we'd mic the band up, and then we'd have to control the audio as it was being fed live to live stream. And that also gave me opportunities to work with Nastivision, which was a national student music competition, which we hosted actually when we did it. So for that, I was in charge of setting up the bands and the actual live performances. I controlled the audio for the live gig. So that's another arm to the experience. We also did something with the Young Enterprise Awards in London. So we covered the sound for that. There was a bunch of interviews. So we covered the sound for that, and we also filmed it. Obviously, I was part of the sound side of it. And the big name on that was Sir Alan Sugar came down and gave a speech. Yeah. So we were recording that as well. And I've worked for, other people's films in the meantime as well. Just try and get as much experience as you possibly can before you make the leap to getting a job, whilst the facilities are here. That's the biggest advice I could give. And get a portfolio, get yourself a website, get yourself out there. The more likely that people are going to see you, the more likely you're going to get a job. The more you can push your work out there, the more likely people are going to see you. And again, that means more likely you're going to get a job.
Brilliant.
So, yeah, anything else you'd like to add?
I think that covers it.
Excellent.
Lucas, thank you very much for all those insights. Nice one.
Nice one.
Cheers, man.